Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. We are progressing through our mass upgrade video. This one is unique because it is the final mass upgrade video I will be recording. It is, of course, for the water element, mainly because I just needed the extra time to get Wham-Shell, up to level 10 and with all the cash he needed. We will go ahead. I honestly can't remember if I've done everything to Gilgrunt or not, but I take them through in order of release if anyone wondered or had figured out by now. So we'll go ahead, see what he can do. And I will say this, I probably, if I had it to do right now, I would pick Water Weaver. I very well may reset Gilgrunt. But that said, I'm going to definitely give you a good look at Ultimate Harpooner. First off, he's got his speed challenges. His armor is pathetically low, if you note. That's one of those life's little mysteries in the Skylanders. Yeah, there won't be much of an upgrade here. I will highlight all these for you on the list. Harpoon Gun is his base attack. Shoot high velocity harpoons at your enemies. Power Hose is a secondary attack. Hold B to spray water at your enemies and knock them back. Then he's got his 4 base upgrades. Barbed Harpoons come first. They look very well. I remember this very fondly from when I first had the game. Harpoons do increased damage. High Pressure Power Hose. Power Hose attack does extra damage and knocks enemies back further. Then we had the Harpoon Repeater, where you got to reload faster. I remember enjoying that. And then his last base upgrade is the Water Jetpack, which is probably the most enjoyable of his upgrades. Press Z to fly until the Water Jetpack runs out. You get increased speed and armor while flying. At the time that I picked this, my logic was the High Pressure Hose kinda sucked damage-wise. I didn't realize it would also kind of upgrade your jetpack deal and give you infinite water. Plus, I think it ultimately deals quite a bit of damage. So my thoughts were, heck, I never use the water gun anyway. I'm gonna upgrade the harpoons. So first one you get is the Quadrant Harpoons. Harpoons do even more increased damage. Again, I'd like numbers instead of even more in there, but that's just me. Then, I skipped whatever's next and did Triple Shot Harpoon, which shoot 3 harpoons at once. And then I already have a Soul Gem too, which is Anchor Cannon. I remember thinking it looked really cool. Hold A to charge Anchor Cannon. Requires Soul Gem and Treetop Terrace. So now I will showcase everything to you. There's the triple shot of the Quadrant Harpoons. It's still kind of slow. I mean, it's not near as bad as when you first get him, but it takes some time. The Soul Gem is pretty neat, but a lot of the times in-game when I try to use it, it won't fire. But if you do get to land a hit, it does quite a bit of damage. Plus, it knocks enemies back, and then you can just fire. But the Water Hose, it doesn't seem that cool, but like I said, down that path, I think you get infinite water. Of course, if you're in the water, you can use that. But really, the cool thing about the other path is the infinite water you'd have from the jetpack, which is pretty sweet. That said, we will come in and pick up his final upgrade. No clue what it is. Piercing Harpoons. Harpoons travel straight through enemies and hit new targets. I could see that being helpful. Sadly, I can't really demo it, and they look the same, and I can't hit Quigley. I guess Gilgrunt enjoyed that. But, I don't think Ultimate Harpooner is horrible. I just think Water Weaver might be, a little better suited to what Gilgrunt offers. But, there you have it. Level 10. He's got a few heroics under his belt, and he's fully upgraded down the Ultimate Harpooner path. I think in the gameplay that I'll do after this, you'll see what he offers there, and then you can kind of base if you think you'd like that or Water Weaver better. But next up is Zap. Zap is one of the reasons I didn't record this last night. I went ahead and waited until today. I'll get to that in a minute. Right now he's got the speed challenge is done. Right before I did the heroics, I had debated using him or Stealth Elf. Ultimately I used Stealth Elf, but I had thought of using him. He's got the base upgrades, and I went ahead and bought his soul gem. Love for the Sea, which regenerates health in water. Requires a soul gem you can find in Leviathan Lagoon. So, you know, that really interests me at the time. When I had Zap, I didn't have these Wave 3, 4, and 5 folks that have all that going on, so I thought it was a sweet deal. That said, his base power, Lightning Breath, spit out pure electricity. Secondary is the Sea Slime Slide. Slide on a trail of sea slime that enemies will become stuck in. His first base upgrade is Electro Slime. Shoot sea slime to electrify them and shock enemies. Then stay a while. Sea slimes stay electrified for much longer. His third base upgrade is Megavolt. Lightning Breath attack does increased damage. And then Wave Rider, which I thought was pretty awesome. There's two options here. You can press Z to summon a great wave to wash away enemies, or you can hold Z and you can ride the wave. So let me kind of demo some of that. There is his Lightning Breath. As you can see, he can fire pretty quick, but only 3 shots, and then there's kind of a delay. Secondary is the Sea Slime. You know, he really gets around pretty quick with this, in addition to being, you know, fairly fast right out of the box. There's the wave. I use that all the time. As you can see, it has great range, but it just pushes enemies back. And then if you want to, you can even ride it to advance your position and then follow up attack, retreat. And as you can see, if you shoot the sea slime, it electrifies it. The reason that I waited on this is I am torn, probably the most out of any character, on Zap. Tesla Dragon, which, you know, that's Nikolai Tesla, you know, people never remember him, but further develop your lightning breath and wave attacks. And then Slime Serpent is further develop your sea slime skills. I had initially thought that I would do Slime Serpent with him, just because I think that's awesome. The thing is, this one also lets you develop your wave attacks, and since I'm getting a 2-for-1 punch, I figured I'll do Tesla Dragon. I wish I had a second Zap and I would do Sea Slime, but you know, as is, I'll go Tesla. Kind of see how we like that. Alright, so first one is Lightning Strikes Twice. Lightning Breath bounces off of enemies, objects, and walls. This should really help us, you know, inflict a lot more damage. I'll demo it here if I get the right angle. Yeah, you gotta see it ricochet off. Let's see if we get more range. I think it's a little bit longer. You know, it may not be, but it looks that way. His second upgrade down Tesla Dragon is the Electric Wave. Wave attack does increase damage. Again, this is really what convinced me to go this route. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. Okay, that's obviously a sea slime, and then there it is, electrified. And now what I'm wanting to do is compare that. Okay, so the wave is actually electrified. I'm just pressing Z, and then now if we ride it, we actually head down there. Note that you can ride the wave and shoot. So, you know, pretty unique, I'd say. Lastly, we will do Tesla Storm. Lightning Breath attack does even more increased damage, which again, percentage points would be awesome in this case. But let's go ahead. It should change the look of it a little bit, I think. Well, yeah, it did, and it seems to travel a lot quicker. You can still only shoot 3 before there's a slight lag, but there you get a really good look at it from the side. Zap is one of those characters I don't think you could go wrong down either path. I'd be really interested in seeing what all Slime Serpent did, but since Tesla Dragon let me upgrade not only his Lightning Breath, but also the Wave Attack, that's ultimately why I went with it. But as you can see, you can still shoot that, have a wall of defense, send enemies back, you know, and then basically blast them. So, Zap, very underappreciated Skylander in my opinion. Basically came in and we took him down the Tesla Dragon path. Lightning strikes twice, electric wave, Tesla storm, and then of course I already have his soul gem, Love for the Sea, which lets him regenerate health. So like I said, I don't think you could go wrong with either path, but this is probably the toughest decision I've had to make, just because I think both of them can be really good. And I'm definitely interested in seeing, you know, what the sea slime serpent is like. That said, we are now ready for our third Skylander, which is of course Slam Bam, one of my favorites. And I have to tell you, Slam Bam, everything you have seen him do has been box stock, meaning no upgrades. There's very few Skylanders that I can say just out of the box are awesome. He would be one of them. He's in the same class, in my opinion, as Double Trouble and Igniter, who I both used heavily with 0 upgrades done to them. His speed isn't the quickest, but that said, you know, I feel like he moves quicker than Wham-Shell despite being rated slower. Unique thing right now about Slam Bam, if you notice, I've taken him through all 32 challenges. He's got a ton of health. The speed, despite being 83, I feel like he's quicker than some of the 91 and 93, even 98 in Wham-Shell's case. The armor, note that he is just like Warnado. He's got that little gap there. You can get plus 40 down one of his paths. Critical hit 60, very nice. Elemental power 100. His powers, we've got Yeti Fists, throw powerful punches with all 4 fists, and then Ice Prison, hold B and then release to summon ice prisons that will trap enemies. So, like I said, everything you've seen me record prior to this point in time has been with Slam Bam that has no upgrades whatsoever, and he has been awesome, so I'm looking very forward to upgrading him. Come in, of course we want to upgrade. 3's a charm, have up to 3 ice prisons active at once, which is a huge deal right off the bat. I forgot to show you his attacks, but that's basically the punches, and then that's the ice prison. You trap someone, hit it, deal damage. So now to kind of showcase the new one, 2, 3, you can kind of use them as a fort if you wanted to. Let me try and set that up. You know, kind of make a little wall where you can weave around enemies if you're low on health, maybe get a power up or something. Come in now. That's a very nice first upgrade, I must say. And Arctic Explosion. Ice prisons explode and damage nearby enemies. We'll back out of there. Let's check this out. I don't know if you have to hit it or they just do it when they melt. Okay, I guess you have to. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be a on contact deal, which again probably best demoed with enemies. This one I've been looking very forward to. Yeti Ice Shoe Slide. Press Z to slide across the ground and hold Z to travel further. Let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, so I press Z and it lasts that long. Now I'm going to come here and hold it down. Okay, so I'd say it like maybe doubles the distance, but it does speed him up a little bit. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically 6 to get basically from the midpoint to there. Now 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it really cuts the time down in half. Plus it's just cool, you know, literally and figuratively. Now we get Ice Knuckles, punch attacks. This is the first time we've seen his punch attacks upgraded, which is kind of interesting. Punch attacks do increase damage. Let's see. Okay, so it didn't change his appearance physically, but when he swings, you can almost kind of see it looks like he has an ice block on there. Okay. We'll come in now, and we're at the point where we have to pick a path. As you know, it's always a hard part. You've got Blizzard Brawler, where you can further develop your close-range combat skills as if he needed any help. And then you've got Glacier Yeti, further develop your ice prison attacks. There's some cool stuff that comes with Glacier Yeti, but that said, Slam Bam's strength is clearly close quarter combat, and this makes him an absolute beast, story mode and player versus player. The other huge perk, you know, unlike Warnado and some of the other characters whose soul gem gives you plus 40, with Slam Bam it's actually down the Blizzard Brawler path. So not only are you upgrading his primary, you're also then going to get plus 40 armor, which is huge. So I'm going to take Blizzard Brawler. Skip that. Now we'll actually get to do the upgrades. Brawler combos. Press AA, hold B for the Ice Hammer, which just sounds incredibly cool, and then press AA, hold Z for Spinning Fist. Alright, so here we go. This will be combo number 1. Okay, so I guess that's the Ice Hammer. And then okay, and that's the spinning one, which I bet they deal pretty nice damage too. That'll basically be a deal you'll probably just be hammering away, and you know, then incidentally you'll activate a combo which will deal damage for you. Ice Mace, punch attacks do even more increased damage. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see the mace form. It looks like it impacts Ice Hammer and the spinner as well, so that's a nice surprise. Sounded like we might have lost audio for a little bit there, but reason I picked Blizzard Brawler, I would have done it anyway, but then when you just get plus 40 armor down that path, it makes it that much more obvious in my opinion. So Blizzard Battle Armor. Battle armor makes harder for enemy. Okay, guess they didn't proofread that one. It actually says battle armor makes harder for enemies to hit you. We'll assume they meant makes it harder for enemies to hit you, or something of that extent. We know what they mean anyway, so try not to nitpick. You can see it changed his appearance. It's kind of got like some shoulder pads. Looks like he's in a, you know, late 70s, early 80s band or something. Nonetheless, you know, the plus 40 armor is huge. Now, one of the other things I've really been looking forward to is the Yeti cooling factor. This is hilarious. Increased coolness and can surf faster. Requires Soul Gem and Empire of Ice. There's a lot of people that have said this is like the most pointless thing in the game, but I think it's pretty cool. You note he gets these little funky goggles. I'm about to lose my voice. He's actually got the... Oh, this is great. So he's got the goggles on now, and the battle armor. Here I'm doing some Yeti stuff. We'll come over here now, and we'll get to surf. I've got to say, I don't think that's pointless because he is surfing, moving through the water very fast, and he can do all his attacks, which is insane. Let's see if we can get the spinner combo. Yeah, you know, there's really not a lot of places you can use it, but you have to admit it's pretty awesome. I'm very happy with Blizzard Brawler when we get back up here to Persephone. Plus he can surf up the stairs. I mean, you know, you can't ask for much more than that, in my opinion. Let me show you what's awesome though. His stats are absolutely insane. 620 health, 83 speed, but he seems faster than a lot in the 90s. 100 armor, 60 critical hit, and then of course, 100 elemental power with all 32 heroics. In the box art, he's kind of got the armor and the goggles going. I kind of liked them better without them, but they're kind of nice. Anyway, I came in, we took a box stock Slam Bam that has torn up pretty much everything I've asked him to do. Got him the base upgrades, then I personally picked Blizzard Brawler. We got the combos, the Ice Mace, the Battle Armor, and then the Soul Gem. Gave him the Sweet Dew in the goggle, and he surfs really fast, for what that's worth to you. That said, Slam Bam is now taken care of, and our final Skylander to upgrade, not only from the water element but overall, is fittingly the last Skylander I got, which is Wham-Shell. For what it's worth, I think he has the best intro. It's kind of cheesy, kind of human. I don't know, I just like it. But like I said, his speed's 98, but I feel like he's, they should have rated it like an 83 or something. It would seem more appropriate. He's not horribly slow, but maybe they tried to make it more realistic. Like maybe if he'd throw the mace down, he could just fly or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at what we've done. He's got 8 heroics. Come over here. We've got his 4 base upgrades. First off, the Malacostration Mace, swing big mace at enemies. Then Starfish Bullets, your mace shoots starfish bullets. Those are, primary attacks. Then his first of 4 upgrades. Starfishicus Giganticus, hold B to charge up the starfish attack. King's Mace, mace attack does increase damage. His third attack, base upgrade Starfishicus Superioralis, his starfish attack does increase damage. And then the final upgrade that's basic is the Poseidon Strike. Press Z to create an electrified field that damages enemies. This takes a little bit of time for him to spin the mace and pound it in, but I have to tell you, it deals a lot of damage. I used it quite a bit in Quicksilver Vault while I got cash and took him up to level 10. That said, we're at the point now we need the Soul Gem, and then of course we have to pick a path. Before we do that, there's the mace attack. Note that you can do combos even before you buy any. But his secondary attack, you can just press B. Let me get over here for a better look. I'll try to do rapid fire here. It's pretty slow, and then if you charge it, it'll shoot out like that. Doesn't have great range, That said, let me back out. Forgot to do Poseidon Strike. It doesn't look like much, but I assure you it is very impressive in actual gameplay. I'm really about to lose my voice. Your 2 choices, Captain Crustacean, further develop your skills with the mace, or Commander Crab, further develop your starfish attacks. I have to be honest with you, the starfish attacks do nothing for me. I think this actually lets them home in on enemies, which would be nice. Generally any Skylander you use Zap, Camo, Spyro, you shoot the projectiles and they kind of, at least go towards the enemy, if not home in on them. He has not done that so far. I don't really want to pick an upgrade path just to get that and maybe have him do more damage, so I'm going to go Captain Crustacean. Plus I think it'll be cooler, swinging the mace over shooting starfish, but pick that. Of course that did nothing because it was a pointless cutscene. So now, crustacean combos. Press AA, hold B for Mace Master, and press AA, hold Z for Power Slam. Let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, so it just kind of twirls the, oh, you can actually hold that and it'll continually do it. Now I'll try the Z button combo. Okay, that was pretty awesome. So they take a little bit of space to set up, but you know, the truth is the mace deals quite a bit of damage, so you can probably do it. Plus they look neat, so it's kind of a perk. Second upgrade down Captain Crustacean is the Mega Trident. Mace attack does even more increase, or I'm sorry, not even this time, but more increased damage. So, can't really see much of a difference, but I guess in the numbers we'd see it. That's, you know, kind of neat looking. So his final upgrade down Captain Crustacean will be Mace of the Deep. I didn't realize that we got to upgrade the Poseidon Strike, but that really to me is his most powerful attack, and you know, makes it worthwhile to choose this path if you had any doubts. But granted, you know, if you really like the Starfish bullets or want to upgrade them because you feel like the mace is sufficient on its own, yeah, that's cool too. But go ahead. Looking forward to trying this one out. Wow, that mace is a bit bigger too. Anyway, I'm going to do the Poseidon Strike first. Okay, it looks like it spawned out maybe forward. Oh wow. Okay, so you basically get a kind of a reverse trident effect with 3 on the flip side. I imagine that is going to deal a crud ton of damage. And there's kind of that mace spinner, and then there's the slam. So, like I said, I felt like Wham-Shell's strength would really come, you know, when he's fully upgraded down a path. I think I was correct. There's some, you know, just with the base upgrades, they're pretty impressive. Probably the best thing about Wham-Shell down either path is the Soul Gem is still going to give you the plus 40 armor. So he gets Carapace plating. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Carapace plating. Nonetheless, what you need to know is it gives you plus 40 armor. So new armor makes you harder to hit. Requires the Soul Gem and Oil Spill Island. If you know what it looks like, it adds some spikes as well. Yeah, so he's kind of got, you know, the spiny back now, and he's got the mace attacks, he's got the combos, got the starfish bullets, which you can still use if you want to, the very sweet Poseidon Strike. Of course, you can swim right out of the box, you don't have to buy anything. Take a look at his stats now. His armor is at 61. Obviously, you know, if I had done more heroics with him, he'd be much higher than that. Powers, we came in, we already had his base done, and then I took Captain Crustacean. We picked up the combos, the Mega Trident, Mace of the Deep, and then his Soul Gem. Carapace plating gave him plus 40 armor. So, you know, overall, I think now maybe in gameplay, we'll really get to kind of enjoy that. So, interestingly enough, like I said, you know, Wham-Shell is my last Skylander I got. He's also the last to hit level 10, and now he's the last to fully upgraded. That means that I've got all of the base 32 fully upgraded with the Soul Gem. At this point in time, you know, I started with Magic a few nights ago, and then, you know, I've worked my way up now to the Water Element. Really been playing a lot the last few nights, but what I plan to do now is come in, I'll go back to Magic Tech, you know, cycle through just like I did the mass upgrades, record some gameplay, you know, then maybe if people, you know, have specific requests, you know, or, you know, say, hey, I want to see, you know, trying to pick a path, you know, can you show me, you know, Wham-Shell doing the Poseidon Strike, you know, somewhere, or, you know, want opinions, I'll now be better able to suggest, you know, hey, go this path with this person, or, you know, I did this, not horrible, you might try this, you know, type stuff. So I'll feel like I'll be better suited to answer questions. But like I say, shortly after you see this upgrade for the mass water elements, you'll see their gameplay. That'll probably be pretty much the end outside of requests. You know, I'll probably do the same with legendaries later on. But I'm about to lose audio, so I better end this. Questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube or the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, whichever you prefer. Quick responses, the blog, I check it every night. I'd recommend that, but I don't want to lose the audio, so I'm going to head out of here. It's really early Monday morning now, so anyway, pretty excited now. We get to do the fun stuff, see how they all perform fully upgraded, and should be seeing those videos pretty soon. So we'll catch you later.